Feature Friday.
The freshest. Okay, hello everybody, welcome back. We are watching today KK for the first time. I don't really know what style of
first
music.
Timer. Very
yeah,
nice.
this is the first timer. Has been highly requested.
MTV Unplugged as well.
MTV Unplugged. So you know, just by that name, just by the fact that he's performing at the Royal Stag, you already know it's about to be a Hestander performance.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, we've seen plenty of performances here where they do have alternative influences, sometimes more classical influences, sometimes more unorthodox arrangements. So let's give it a watch.
I have no idea what to expect, but we're here for it. Oh, alright, hello.
Been very requested lately, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Wow, yes! Oh, I
Nice.
love when they set the atmosphere like this.
Beautiful.
Oh, absolutely stunning. Yes, sir.
Good old LP. Those are no LP, bizarre.
Oh. All right. Turn up, turn up, turn up.
One of the best examples of how to do an intro in an unplugged setting.
Great. Oh my god. Okay, let's acknowledge
intro.
the freaking intro. Yeah. That was absolutely perfect. Of course, you have opening up with a beautiful, really well timed, relaxed piano introduction. It just really let you like set this whole atmosphere. Then you come in with the rhythm section, which is something really popular in the Indian music industry. Minor percussion leading the calling out to where the song is gonna go, the direction of the track.
It's
right?
the party.
It is. And then adhering to the rhythm section, you have a really nice easygoing acoustic guitar. Goodness, when that voice comes in, it's like an explosion of sensations that you didn't even know you were in for. Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why in for example, in when it comes to the realm of food, I guess you have a starter, drinks, and then main course, and then dessert. I think that's a principle that can be utilized for many things. One of them is music. There's so many lessons to be learned, especially not just in the West. I think overall, sometimes performances lack good intros. A lot of the time because they kind of, they're so commercial, even the arrangements of the songs, even live. They don't have enough time to really set an atmosphere and tell completely create a scenery in which they will then tell a story. Here you've been able to, like in theatre, have props, but these are more auditory. This is an auditory experience. So certainly a good lesson that if I was going to teach someone or show someone, this is what an intro should be in terms of preventing rush from happening, preventing drag from happening, and then creating a scenery, an auditory experience. That's a good minute and 10 seconds of how to do that.
And I think that's what I enjoy. That's why I enjoy the MTV Music Unplugged sessions, especially in the Royal Stag, because I find that they really do allow the musicians to take their time. It's an encouragement, right? So the environment pushes them to take their time. So whatever they need to do, it's elongated. It's masterfully thought through. And it takes you in a whole listening experience. It's not here's the song that you were waiting for.
Yeah, we'd recommend everyone to put headphones on and check out the original and to really you can hear all the sounds. Plus he also supports the artist too. So.
Absolutely. This is fantastic though. So greatly mixed though.
Beetein Lamhein hame jab bhi yaad aate hain.
Great stuff.
दर्द में भी लब मुस्कुरा जाते हैं.
Nice.
बीते लम्हे हमें
Fantastic.
जब भी याद आते हैं.
Because using the minor percussion and the piano as such an accompaniment is so powerful.
बीते लम्हे
Oh, yeah.
Is that all one breath?
Yeah.
Wow.
It kind of reminds me, vocal texture-wise, a little bit of like Carlos Vives.
Yes,
Like,
good guess.
Isn't it?
That's
Even
exactly-
with the rhythmicality of like a ballad, it's very similar to the Colombian singer. I think it
I mean,
also.
not again us sort of trying to find references in our head. You do have to understand, like, it's so out there. Like, these are some of the. Obviously, yeah, I guess Carlos would be a reference point. But even then, this type of vocal texture and characteristic that I think his name would be KK, his artistic name.
I think so.
It's so out
Maybe
there.
it's the band. I don't really know.
It's so hard to explain the feeling it may generate.
That's
that
true.
I guess this is the only time, and I guess we consciously try not to bring too many comparisons, because at the end of the day, like, it's so unique because everyone else is taken, for fuck's sake. You know, it can only be that. But this is such an industry that creates such a. We feel so not lost, but certainly new in new territory. That I need to use reference points in order to try and explain what.
I personally think it's a great tell when you're able to find familiar aspects in a completely brand new wondrous industry, because therefore your experience then becomes heightened, right? So that you already have an emotional connection to the brand new artist, and I think that's how people discover music. I think why do you like the artist you like? There's some type of emotional inclination towards it, as well as the musical composition itself.
Just quite old.
I don't really know. I don't
Oh,
know
21.
much about it.
Maybe it was posted, the video.
This was posted this year, but I'm pretty sure the video itself, the performance itself, might be a few years old.
Because I do know also a lot of you guys want us to sort of start checking out more of the recent stuff. I'm sure we'll get to that point where we also keep up with the industry. I think this is quite a busy industry. They post there's lots of new releases
That's
happening
right.
all the time, movies and stuff. Well, I'm sure we'll get to that point, but it's only been, I think, like a month or two since we discovered this type of industry. So certainly lots to learn. Maybe I think 3 months, 2 months. I don't know. I've no
I
idea.
don't think it's
I
been
still
that
think
long,
like I'm a
yeah.
baby. So
Definitely, it's a wondrous industry to dive deeper into.
yeah.
Great use of an electric double bass. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Wow, it's the pianist for me.
Oh wow, those cymbals sound amazing.
Don't they? They're like bells.
चंद लम्हा
Fantastic introductions, though.
ही सही
Woo!
मुस्कुरा कर मिली थी मुझे
Even the guitarist was like, yes!
Yeah, bro, that was amazing. That's what a minor percussionist should do. And that's what,
Magic!
लम्हात के वास्ते ही सही मुस्कुरा कर मिली
Yes, sir!
जिंदगी चंद
What are those bells?
वास्ते
I think it might be a triangle, mate.
मुस्कुरा कर मिली थी मुझे जिंदगी तेरी आगोश में दिन थे मेरे कटे तेरी बाहों में थी मेरी रातें कटी वो आज भी जब पल मुझको याद आते हैं दिल से सारे
Charlie Mino's hitting it with his hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
दर्द
Old trick.
भी ये लब मुस्कुरा जाते हैं
Creates such a fullness, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's all with the hands.
जब भी याद आते हैं
Ooh, cool!
बीते लम्हे
Oh my god,
Pull it
yes!
back, pull it back, pull it back.
Oh,
That's
that was
good. Are you
fantastic!
hearing this
जब
then?
भी याद आते हैं बीते लम्हे
Oh, what a rhythm!
Oh, the beautiful use of congas.
बीते लम्हे
Oh my god, breath control! Fantastic! Right, I loved, sorry, but I just
That's what I love
loved.
to play. That's what we love to play. That type of stuff.
I love the delicacy and the tenderness of the whole first section of the song. It was so delicate, like a thin veil of telling a story, like a whisper, right? And then you suddenly break into this bigger version of the song. Oh, it just amplified the simplicity at the beginning, and it made it into this whole swell of emotions. One more time, that allowing the artist to really settle in the growth.
No rush.
Yeah, in the time exertion. Like the song could be 10 minutes long, and you would never get bored of its dynamics.
I think it's the same example as yesterday. That you thought it was. Your argument was it's more to do with crowd management than anything. I think it's more to do cultural. The fact that in every piece we check out, there's always an elongation and it's preserved. It's as if it's consciously preserved. The idea of letting music be music and not having any time constraints.
That's right.
Even if there's only and that's why most songs. This is also an industry where most songs are longer.
That's right.
Something we've noticed. So
especially in this new era of streaming, where songs are getting
2 minutes
shorter.
and 20 every fucking song, or 3 songs is every and it's like, give me more blood. But
and then when you see them performed live, they stick to the original arrangements. There's not much growth to it. Huh?
I said blood.
Oh yes, blood.
Like it made me angry. It makes me angry. But yeah, this is it focused? Yeah, this is one of those industries where I think it's more to do, given the origin of music in India, it then therefore evolves because it's so intertwined in people that even the commercialized industry, well, it would be an industry if it's not commercialized, but even the commercialized music has to attach and abide by those principles. Those principles are preserved.
Yeah.
It's a must.
And they're worshipped.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So you need long instrumentals. You need elongated breath control.
But I think that comes with the language, though. The elongated sounds and the elongated way of singing. I think it comes with the language. So you're correct. I think it's really intertwined with the culture and what people are like, what the market actually demands.
And I feel I've never been there, and I'm very new in this industry. But I feel like the market, so the crowd, I guess, the way they appreciate music is certainly also different, given culture and given the origin of music in India.
Also, the styles that are popular.
Yes.
Also, they really set the tone to what is expected.
Would have never thought that alternative would be so popular in a country.
Yeah.
Alternative rock like this. It's mental.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like an industry made for you.
Basically, it's
Ballet loves
gorgeous.
alternatives.
Oh my god, yes!
Nice.
I love how well equalized that double bass is. He doesn't even need backing vocalists.
True.
That's beautiful. Yeah, the congas add so much, don't they? That's fantastic.
Nice. Every band needs some minor percussion.
Yeah, and they're really enjoying the moment. It's such a brilliant thing to witness. Yeah, so you allow for a slow swell back up. It's beautiful.
Things are more fluid. This minor.
Yeah. Oh, and his vocalizations are so precise. Look at that projection. Oh, fantastic.
I have no doubt.
Sir.
All those musicians are world-class musicians.
Oh, 100%.
I have no question about it.
Goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
guys.
Wow.
Thank you. That was fun. That was nice.
That was fun. That was
fun,
nice.
that was nice. Listen, that wasn't just nice. That just created the greatest atmosphere.
That was fun. That
I'm
was nice.
telling you, there is something about that place. There is something
magical, yeah.
about the Royal Stag and how MTV Unplugged does it in India. That is so...
Awesome.
It's awesomeness.
After-
Every performance that we have witnessed from that staging, it has been
Yeah, I don't think
like...
we've seen a bad one.
We're like, whoa.
I don't think a bad one exists there, to be fair. I have to say again, like, I think
great.
those musicians deserve a lot of credit. There's no... If there was any doubt in your mind after watching this video, there shouldn't be any doubt that these are world-class musicians. And that all of those musicians are just as talented as each other. It's brilliant.
It's
Their synergy and you know, sometimes even in other industries where perhaps what would you say, where they're in bands where there isn't that sense of a unison in a band. That's how you reach another
Open
level.
communication like there wasn't here.
Yeah, you are able to notice stagnation of fluidity. It's as if in I don't know, in a pipe system, some pipes might be closed, so water might not flow as much, and in other moments it might flow really a lot, and not as much in other parts. Here it's very fluid. Everything happened very fluid. Even the arrangements, the crescendos, the intros, the outros, it all happened as if the story had already been written. It was destiny which dictated this, and not people. It felt like that, like there was some sort of another force involved, and that's what you're trying to create with a band.
That's right.
You're trying to be so good that you're actually invisible and you're just music.
Well, what I really liked about the band interaction itself was the open communication and the...
Between everyone.
Yeah, and the open enjoyment in between. Like, there were moments of really candid interactions, like the guitarist just turning around to, nod at the great work from the minor percussionist, or, the pianist really engulfed in the moment. And
fun. It's communal. It felt like...
Exactly, and the singer KK didn't feel like he was an alien member to the whole musical composition.
Yeah.
It actually felt like he was embodying everybody else in his performance itself. Because a lot of the times what happens when you're a front person, when you're front man or front woman, the face of a band, you become alienated, right? So isolated from the unity that the band might be in its form. So it was really nice to see the candid interactions, the open eye communications, the enjoyment of the moment itself. It really allowed for the whole performance to feel more real, more human, more more realistic, and yet something magical was at play at the same time.
Really good. I'm really pleased with this. This is awesome. Let us know what you'd like us to check out next. Please make sure you put your comment, your request in the pinned comment below in the request thread, and any other comments are also welcome. So yeah, awesome stuff, guys. Bye bye.